Bovinoid is first. Even if someone else was here already, Bovinoid is first.
Hello, welcome in. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. I hope everyone's had not too harsh a start to the week and Monday hasn't Mondayed at you too hard. And I also hope you all had a very relaxing weekend. We're back. We're returning to the return of the Obra Dinn, and it's been 2 weeks since I played this, so I might need to go back over a few things when we go into it, but it's, you know, that's the way it is. I didn't quite have time to give myself a look and a refresher, and I was also worried about accidentally triggering things that I haven't seen yet as well, to be fair. Let's have a hello to the chat. We have Andy Sloan, we have Enceladus, we have, if you like Pina Casalas, you are out of luck, because our Chief Hydration Manager, Kizzy, is just dropping in for a moment to say hello while she's on her way to a concert. I hope you and your friends enjoy the gig, Kizzy, and have a wonderful time. We have Bovinoid, who is absolutely first. Like all those other names I just read out, they weren't there. I was just hallucinating that. Bovinoid is first. Welcome in, everybody, and hello to Maliki as well, of course. How are we all doing? I am mostly ready to be going to Belgium tomorrow. I'm going to Belgium for 12 days. I will be streaming from Belgium, so we may have some guest appearances while I'm there from Tifa. It might be difficult not to. We'll see how she is. Yeah. So that's my my next couple of weeks will be sorted out being there. I've mostly just been getting ready to go. Everything's packed. I might need to unpack some things actually. I might have packed a bit much. But otherwise, I'm ready for that. Well, I haven't packed my toiletries yet. I need to sort that out. But obviously I still need them before I go. Right. Let's head on over to the game screen, where you're going to see some new stuff. We've got down here the coming streams, and all the way over there you've got the fact that I'm going to be doing Mass Effect at some point. I'm going to be doing Mass Effect after Octopath Traveler is finished. But we've got to schedule that layout. I did just sort of put all this together in about 15 minutes, an hour before the stream. So it might need a little bit of tweaking. I can see that there might be some spacing needed to be fixed between the games below there, and I do want to, which will take a little bit more editing, I do want to angle the face on the Seth Shep icon over there so it's probably a little bit more slightly anti-clockwise. And I did put some of that red lighting on it, the red highlighting that you can see on Shepard's body. I did put some of that on Seth's face, but I think I did it just a bit too lightly, because you can't see it there. Can't see that I've done it there. Hello, Mike. Welcome in, and hello, Rosa. Rosa's seeing Mass Effect. Yeah, it's going to be in. I reckon there's 3 more streams, maybe 4 more streams estimated of Octopath Traveler, and when Octopath's done, we'll have some Mass Effect. And then when Sekiro's done, I'll be doing I'll instead of doing 2 separate games on the Wednesdays and Fridays, I'll do the same game on Wednesdays and Fridays. So then there'll be two streams a week of Mass Effect if Sekiro's finished before Mass Effect is. How is everyone doing? Welcome in. We're going to get on with this. So I will just say again, please no backseating, no spoilers, no guiding or hinting unless asked. I know there are some people in who love this game, but please try and contain that. Tifa isn't with Kizzy today, because Kizzy's on her way out for the night. Right, as I said, I might need to remind myself of a couple of bits, because I have not looked at this since the last stream 2 weeks ago. So it might help to start with the book, right? Whiz through. Okay, so we've not got any. I wonder what's going to be killing people in Chapter 1, Loose Cargo, and Chapter 2, Bitter Cold. Could it be Loose Cargo? And surely there can't be any murder going on in Chapter 3. Right, let's get to where we actually have some deaths happening. Right, we don't know who he is. We should know who he is. And I could be right about that. We don't know who these people are yet, because their faces are still blurry. I should know who that man is. Spiked by a terrible beast. Might be worth just looking around, seeing if I can find more bodies. I think I've got... How do I get out of there? There. Open, close. I think I've got all the bodies that I can at the moment. What do you mean, no Tifa, says Mike? What do we do without the anxious potato? And you know it's a good ship when it's filled with corpses. That's the best ship. It's the best kind of ship. So this is the that boy who, if I open the book while I'm looking at him, it goes straight to his page, right? So we don't know who he is. The game doesn't expect us to know who he is either. But he's in a lot of memories. Do we know who knifed him? It was this dude. Do we know who this... Close the door on me. It was this dude who knifed him, right?
To hydrate with water.
Gonna do a hydrate with water flavoured with strawberry, raspberry and cherry. Ah, tastes like summer. Delicious. Thank you very much for the hydrate, Tifa. Thank you very much for the hydrate, Kizzy. It was one of these guys who knifed him, wasn't it? I shouldn't have done that, I should have just pressed triangle. What's all this, he's crawled out from here and made it over there. Because he was listening to them, he was here overhearing them talk about mutiny and taking over the ship and going somewhere else, right? He was hiding here. So, who's that one? Okay, so we don't know who they are yet. Pretty sure it was him who stabbed him. where's the exit? Over there. Magic door. He lost a lot of blood, he did. He did, but it's more dramatic. You know, I will refuse to die of blood loss. I will make sure that I die. I will reach someone who I know and die in their arms, telling them something pertinent, depending on who it is, I guess. Right. I think we need to find more stuff, but let's look for the people who the game thinks we should know the identity of. Like him. Alfred Klestel, the bosun, was crushed by a terrible beast. Which ones have I actually filled out as well? Because we know I've got some wrong, because I've filled out at least 3. So we know that these... We know that something's wrong here. They're probably not in the Azores. Hello, Bandit. Welcome in Twitch Recap 2024. Why is that written out as text and not... For me, anyway, that's written out as text instead of being the badge. Twitch Recap 2024. Hello, Bandit. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Having a wonderful start to your week and not being Mondayed at too hard by Monday. Right, so they haven't gone to the Azores. I believe that's what I've got wrong here. But there's not many other places they can go. Because that was... Yeah, that was here. So they could have gone to Madeira or the Canary Islands. And I could just brute force this. But it might also be that I've got their names wrong. Because I've reasoned... They're the only 2 women on the ship who I haven't correctly identified. And I've reasoned that she is Miss Jane Bird because she looks younger. That's how I've reasoned it. You could be on the Canary Islands. Are they on the Canary Islands? But it could be that I've got this right and they are on the Azores. And it's actually one of these 2 that I've got wrong. But it's doing good, playing the new feature contracts in Hitman and getting close to 10,000 crowns in 10,000 crowns, Bandit, wow. That's brilliant. 10,000 crowns. What have we got wrong with him? Club by an unknown attacker. Clubbed. Oh, it's because I don't know who clubbed him. I've got to identify the person who clubbed him. That's why that's not correct. Spiked by a terrible beast. But I don't know who he is. I should know who he is. So I could walk back through him and get his name. And is that it? Is that the... Yeah, so that's what I've got to fix. I don't... So he... Oh, and he was decapitated by a terrible... Oh, but I don't know who he is. Where are the ones... Where's he gone? There we go. Spiked by a terrible beast. And then his memories that he's in. He's only in these 4. So somewhere in those 4 I should get his name. Or a way to identify him. He's crawled round. So basically he got speared here by the beast. And then crawled round and died over there. What's the new, is it Mads Mikkelsen again in Bandit, in Hitman? Okay, let's find him again. He's down here. No, he's not. Because I've come the wrong way. So those two were... One here was burned. And this is where he went. He's got all flies around him as well. Lovely. I don't think we hear anything in his actual death bit, do we? We hear some stuff, but we don't really see anything.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Yeah, so that's all happening through there while he's dying. Well, he's already dying. Is he? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, I can't go out. He... Now here's me thinking he was speared. Because originally I thought he was standing here and got speared by that. And then through looking at the other things I saw him with spears and crawling round. But there's a blood splat coming out of him. There. That's where he is. So did he get shot? Who was over here? Did he actually get shot by accident? Let's have a look at this again. Or is that him just having pulled the spikes out of himself and it's spraying his blood?
Someone shoot the damn thing!
It might have just been him pulling out his spikes himself. Let's have a look at the other memories around him. There's the map. Lot of memories. Right. Let's have a look at the other ones. So he's crawling over here as we see this person die. There he is. Oh. What? Is that not him? Hang on. Or is this pressing triangle the person who, the memory that I'm in, rather than the person I'm looking at the moment? Yeah, that's this dude burned to death. Very clearly, this dude burned to death. So he's still crawling over here. Let's come around this way. And he... So also... in the memory there, that would be him crawling along there. So what's this one on the hatch? This is when he gets spiked.
We're no use!
It's him. No, he's the guy who burned to death. Yeah. There he goes. That's him. But pressing the triangle won't get him. So... I should be able to work out who he is. This is the only information I've got. Right, he's all on his own over here. Oops. This is the first memory he's in. We're no use burn it quick. He's in this one. No one says anything. God, you don't move, I'll get you down, give me that gun. So there's information here. So it might be in a conversation in another memory talking about it. It's going for the gunner's store, but that's the gunner's store there though, isn't it actually? Yeah. So he's behind the gunner's store. Okay, let's have a look at a later memory. Let's go to him. Let's quickly get his memory. It's probably quicker than flipping through the book. It's probably actually about the same time. So that's all just about what's going on there. We already know that's correct, he's the artist. Maybe he wasn't crushed by a terrible beast. But he was. He was having a shit, and the beast crushed him. Clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten. Wasn't eaten because he's still there. Didn't fall. Strangled by a terrible beast? Looks more like crushed though, doesn't it? So what we're doing though here is we're going forward to see if anyone... That's not going to be mentioned there. On the main deck... Want... What I want is to see if any of these say anything about no, that's what I was hoping they might say something about someone dying there and name him. Pete? No, because he wasn't there. Well, he was there. But he would have been over here, because he was in there on his own. Why are we calling it a terrible beast? That's just mean. I mean... Yeah, it's actually quite a good beast, isn't it? It's quite a good beast. What if this is... I doubt this is Pete. I feel like Pete is... a different one. It could have been Handsome Squidward. I mean, it could have. If I already put Pete's name somewhere. I've already guessed that someone's Pete. Did I get... Did I... No, there's Pete. Right, let's try that. I don't think it is. What are the other ones that I should know? At least who they are. But it hasn't locked it in yet. Right, that one, we just need to know who the attacker was. Where's my Frenchman? Your mate was torn apart. And so we know this is... Oh, fuck's sake. We know this makes him the bosun, because the bosun's mate is the only French person. And they're saying... He's saying, where's my Frenchman? They're saying your mate was torn apart. So we know that's Alfred. I think that's correct. He was crushed by a terrible beast. Because we saw him getting his arm crushed by it. And then he dies downstairs. He wasn't eaten. He's not alive. Because we found his body. He wasn't decapitated. Why are you highlighting crushed? I said... Sorry, struck. He was crushed by a beast. So that one's correct. That's not one that's fucking with us. Am I sure that the corpse or skeleton isn't alive? Well, that gets into a philosophical debate about the undead. Are the undead dead? Right, I should know who you are. Knifed by the captain. We've got that one correct. And we've got that one correct. I should know who you are. How many memories are you in? 12 memories. What's up here? Let's look for names in the memories that he was in. And it's you and not... Yeah, I shouldn't know who you are yet. Okay. As far as the game's concerned. No. No names there. There's not a name here, is there? No. What about here? I mean, I don't think he's Paul. I think Paul's either the one doing the stabbing or the one who's been stabbed there. That's someone being shot by a lady. What have we got here? Okay, so this is where... Oh, is it him? Because he says... He calls to, Brennan to bring the surgeon's kit. Are you Brennan? Let me go and have a look at that memory again. The visual.
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't
Who's this?
leave me.
Bear up! I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Right, he's saying Brennan. And even though he's just clubbed the guy who stabbed him, but he's got his hand up to his ear. Like he's listening. He's Brennan. He's heard his name and he's gone, oh, here comes the soul. Do 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 do. Welcome in, soul. How are you doing? Right. So that man is Brennan. 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 Sol's just got home. Hope you had a good day at work. Monday too hard at you. Have I already marked someone else who I thought was Brennan? Brennan's a surname. I was looking at the first names. Probably just gone past it again, haven't I? John Davies, Alfred Castell, Charles Minor, Max Gibbs, Thomas Sefton, Emil Fralks, Finlay Dalton, Edward Spratt, Nunzio Pasqua. He's definitely not Emily or Jane. He's definitely not any of those. Paul Moss, Samuel Gilligan, Roderick Anson, Davy James, Peter Milroy, unknown. I'm not seeing... Oh, Henry Brennan, there we go. I was looking straight at it. Was knifed by Captain Robert Witterell. Okay, if he is Henry Brennan, then that means I've still got something else wrong. Chapter 9, The Escape. Occurs here. They're much nearer the Azores. It'd be much easier to go to the Azores than anywhere else. Madeira, I don't think, is on the list of where they could go. They could have gone to Europe. Good day, fantastic. Thank you for giving the shout out to Sol. So it's currently streaming Siberia on Tuesdays and Sundays. What if I have got these the wrong way around? And my logic on them is wrong. I don't think I have though. Right, what memories are you in? In the two where you escape. Oh, it's just the ones around your escape. Oh no, the Doom. Let's go up on deck.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last Down.
So, there's an indicator here of where they want to go. They're not saying where they want to go. And this is afterwards. I think I've got them right. Which means... But that would mean that these are wrong. That would mean that that's definitely wrong. Which I don't think is true either. I don't want to just go through them going, oh, we're live on... Oh, maybe she went here, maybe she went here. Where else would they have gone? If they took the boat from here, which is there, and the Azores are right there. That's where I'd go if I abandoned ship here. Or Madeira, but Madeira's not an option. Madeira's not an option. And so Herdis would love to go to Madeira, yeah. Right, and they're only in those 3 memories. These ones went somewhere else. See, they would have probably gone to Canary Islands. Again, or Madeira, though they're about halfway between the two. You're not going to row to Spain from here in a tiny lifeboat. Which means... But then I must have him right. Right, what? How? Let's go and have a look at the artist. He's definitely the artist, because he's the only one that there's not a picture of. Where is he? Gun deck. I haven't been all the way down to the bottom, have I? Oh, I need to leave the memory, don't I? Door. Other way. Apologies for this, because he's literally taking a shit when he dies. And so this has been looking at planning a trip to Switzerland, so Madeira will have to wait. And then he just gets crushed. Caught with his pants down, taking a shit. He's definitely getting crushed by the beast. But I've changed it to strangled. He's crushed. Because it's not on his neck. Crushed. We should have a look at some of these. Right, axed, burned, clawed, clubbed. Crushed is what? He's not drowning. He's not being eaten. He's not being electrocuted. Where's he been? Has he been eaten? Hold on. Hold on. Because how much of his bones are left? Although they might have just fallen overboard. How much of his body is actually left? Not a lot. I mean, it could have eaten him. Where's its mouth? Can't see if its mouth's there. Sorry, you gotta listen to all that pooping again. Struck suicide. He was crushed. Out of all of these, he was crushed. We can't see him being eaten. He's not crushed by stones, by rigging, by cargo, by cancer. He is crushed by the beast. There's no chomping sounds. Okay. He was crushed by the beast. So something's wrong. Somewhere else. Is this the cargo? No. How do I get down to the cargo deck? 'Cause I'm currently on the orlop deck. Straight ahead of me. And down. I don't think I've been down there yet. We might find more bodies. It's locked. Who's in there? What's in there? Oh, there's a hatch.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Right. So that's John. No. John Davis? Is that the only John? I'll double check. I think there's only one person with each name. So, with each... I know there's two Johns. Okay, John Davis or John Naples. Where's his... I want... Yeah, that's his picture on there, but I want his page. I guess this isn't his death, though. Whose death is it? His. Right, he's getting thrown in the back, in the... And he's the steward. Because he's the one who's being thrown away. He was being lectured. Ship steward? Or just steward? It's his steward. Rather than the ship steward. He doesn't look like he's... Doesn't particularly look like he's Indian. Mike loves how one guy says he'll be fine and then he dies. And as he dies, the guy asks where his leg is. Yeah. Where's the rest of his leg? But there's no... Oh, that's right. I forget that it does this. It gives me... I forgot that it does this. It gives me all this time to have a look around. So there was more I should have been looking at. There was a lot more I should have been looking at. Right, this is right by the Canary Islands. Who was this? How did they die? Hold him down. What matters is he is my steward. My steward. And never doubt in your sanity. Explain yourself. So I'm going to put him in the lazaret. Yep. Eridara. You fools. Maybe he is. Eridara. What language is that? I feel like I should be allowed to look up what language that is. And immediately close that because that was almost a spoiler. So this is the guy with the lost leg. That's old age, so it's not that. He lost his leg. Or is he the one? Hold him down. Maybe he's the steward. But he's killed with a sword? Got some more deaths. What's the button? What's the button for that again? There we go. Hello. Why can't I walk past them? They're incorporeal. Or I'm incorporeal. Either way. I'm not really here. Okay, so there must be someone up here dying. Hello. Oh, you're not allowed down there. There's all sorts of shit going on up here. Hello. You are not well. Well, it won't let me move. So I've got to press it. Okay. Whee! Where are we going? Little wisp. Oh no. What are they bringing down? They're bringing something down. And have they just dropped it on the guy? Information to identify you. And you, apparently. don't know who he is, but he's been clubbed in the back of the head by accident. Clubbed in the back of the head. Struck. Nope. Fell stairs. I mean, it looks like he's been smacked in the back of the head with the thing, but I think he fell first, right? So he fell down the stairs. Did all of these people die falling down the stairs? We've got you there. Yeah, when all this horrible shit's going on and you die falling down the stairs, it's just like, wow. Here we have the most boring death on the journey, and fell down the stairs.
Clear the deck. Move the boats astern and throw the bodies over.
What's your foot in?
Hey there, what's this? Give him to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Careful now. Take it slow.
Want it, gentlemen? There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
Oh dear. Well, he's struck by tail. He's definitely struck by tail. And then probably cracked his head on there. And then that's why they all fell. You dickhead. Right, who else is here? What else is going on? Someone's running over here for something. What are you off to? What are you doing? All these lot are just watching. Right. He's the cook. And he was struck by tail. Trophy! 3 more fates correct. Thomas Sefton, the cook, was struck dead by a beast's tail. Edward Spratt was crushed by a terrible beast. And Henry Brennan was whatever happened to Henry Brennan. Crushed by the beast as well. Right, so now we know. Thank you for the claps. Thank you for the cheers. Foul beast! That this is wrong. That was just in time before the ads. We know that's, well, that could be all correct. I just don't know who the attacker is, so that's fine. So we know that that's wrong. I haven't named him yet. Or him, or him, or them. Okay, so we still need to. So that could be the correct name. That could be the correct person. So that's wrong. That's not Peter. He was definitely spiked by the beast, right? He wasn't shot. He was spiked. Got his name wrong.
Enceladus wants Seth to hydrate with water.
I will hydrate with water, thank you very much, Enceladus. Water flavoured with cherry, raspberry and strawberry. Okay. Now, the man with the leg, actually... Well, his leg is all that's left of him. And it's over by... Oh, hold on. I'll come back to that thought. Who else has died here? Someone's upstairs. Can I get up there? Excuse me. Don't mind me. Pardon me. Coming through. Could be Kate Walker as long as there are legs to walk on, says Bovinoid.
Lift this out and take it below.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？未来全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害的较对人无过好，是人滚死的啊！你 talk about a shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
Oh no. Where's that spike come from? Up there! Still alive. Oh dear. Alright, anything else I need to see there? Heaving that up. I guess we'll just keep on collecting that. At least the goat was safe. Didn't get the goat. Oh, they're already dead. Right, so I should already know who that is. It's the only memory he's in. He's the man behind. And he's this one, the other guy. Please explain. Try anyway. So, oh, he's one of these. But it doesn't tell us, does it? It doesn't tell us. It just tells us their passions. It doesn't tell us what their role is in their hierarchy here. Like, you know, Formosan Guard. Right. So I should know his name. I mean, I know what happened. Spiked. That shall very dangerous. Just looking at where they're from. It's not really telling me anything. In terms of who would know. Oh, who's speaking to him? Probably one of the others. Why should I know who he is? Could be one of these. But there's still 4 of them. So it doesn't really tell me. Well, we know where they were spiked. There were a bunch of other bodies somewhere. Where were they? Or were there? So think of something else. There's this, yeah. Okay. That's not... A lot of deaths up here. Come on, Wispy. Oh, that's right, because it's down there. I went too far.
Ahoy!
Hell back! Shoot the captain!
Ahoy!
Recovers aboard!
Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield!
Hold your fire!
Okay. Oh. I see. He's dead. And they're also dead. Oh! 6 boobies. Well, he was shot by the spear guy, so we don't know who yet. Yep, more dead bodies. So he'll be here. His corpse is happy. Happy and cheering. Alright, what? Okay, he's pulling up the beasts. Decided to stop for a run before it rains. No worries, inside. Enjoy your run. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. What's killed him? It's not that, is it? It's not. Is he on fire? It does look like he's on fire, but I think he's the one who's died from old age. He doesn't look injured, and I'm not seeing how he would be getting set on fire by that, and the guy wouldn't be paying any attention. I think he's died of old age. And he's one of these, obviously. And then this is Miss Lim. Whoosh. Where are you going? It's right here. There you go. How's she died? She's got blood all over her. She's been spiked through the back, it looks like. So there's some holes in the side of the boat there, unless that's her blood splattered. He has not expired through old age, has he? He has reached his hand into that chest. I don't think he has expired of old age. And he's been speared. 2 others. That is a Bonlan Lin. What's happened to her? She looks spiked, but no. Claude? What? So they were attacking. He's grabbed the item from there that's then saved them all. There's a spear there. Maybe she was speared. That spear stuck in someone though. That spear stuck in them.
You still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Right, she's reaching. Right, what's happened to the lady? She's being strangled? Or having her throat slit? She's being clawed, isn't she? There's blood. She's not being strangled, she's being clawed. Unless throat slit is a... could be strangled. There's blood. It looks like she's being ripped apart. Call him Mr. James. Welcome, Mr. James Ether. Doing very well, thank you very much. Ready and excited to go away tomorrow. Thank you for the shout out for James. Alright, who was I even looking at? I should know who he is. Nichols or O'Hagan. Might want to watch it again. Can I watch it again? No. So he was going away on Friday and still has a week of work to get through first. Boo. But then you can have a nice trip to the Lake District? Peak District. One of the two. Okay. So he must be O'Hagan. Because they're asking if he's still breathing. They're telling someone else to shoot. I've just gone past it. O'Hagan Das ice cream. O'Hagan, Patrick O'Hagan. And I was kind of paying a bit too much attention to check on how the lady died for a minute there. What? What's being done to him? Looks like he's being Is he pushing him away from the... Or is he attacking him? I'm not quite sure. Maybe we'll see as we go through more of this. James is going to the Peak District with the lads, the capital lads, LADS.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there! Give us a weapon!
Shoot! My kid eye! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Ow. 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 Right, he's being clawed. You're freeing yourself on that spear. You're, you know your name, though. It Beng. He did not expire from old age, so we'll have another look at that. Burned? He did look like he was on fire, but... We'll do that for now. Okay. That is... some throw. Right through the neck. So that's speared. You know, we know so little even now about the depths of our oceans that creatures like this could exist. They probably don't, but they could. We don't know who he is. We don't have enough information to know his name. Is that Russian? No, is that Russian or Greek on the top line? And yeah, no name's been said, so we just know he got speared. By an enemy. I mean, when I'm saying clawed, it's calling them beasts. So I guess it's beasts. I think most of these people are dead, aren't they? So we're going to be here for a little while.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假！你玩做不？
我冇问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落在水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来！
Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
Oh dear. Oh, he's just narrowly avoided that, hasn't he? Welcome back from your run in Celadus. Hope it went well. You were spared. That's easy to tell. We don't know who you are, or the game doesn't expect us to know who you are, but you were speared. I feel like I should call these an enemy. A foreign enemy. Okay, so that's it for here. Right. They went to the Canaries. Because only one of... or did they? I doubt they made it there. Maybe they just drowned. Maybe they fell in and drowned. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go back down to the cargo deck. So his legs were still hurting a bit from a workout the other day, but he set a new personal best of 1 mile in 8 minutes 9 seconds. That's not bad. Now you want to get that 9 seconds off, yeah. Very good. Nice progress. Can I go in here? I can. Hello. You are a crab. And you were shot. Looks like. Not by him. What's he shot you with? It's a gun, yeah? Like a handgun? This looks a bit odd. And this guy did it. I should know who he is. Okay. I assume we're then going to get him as well. Oh, it's the man, not the crab that we're wanting to know. Okay. He was clawed. Is that being clawed? Maybe that's being clawed. Five others were present, were they? And I should know who he is. He's in 7 memories. Right, he's in that where they're all attacking. He's in that bit. Okay. Possibly. Oh, it's the spear that's the killer. But do those count as beasts? Do those creatures count as beasts? The ones riding the crabs? Do they count as beasts, or do they count as a foreign enemy? That's all the deaths in Soldiers of the Sea. So, come on. Any bodies in here? Oh, what was that? Something. Compass lifted for something. No? Yes? Someone's been crushed. Hello. That doesn't look fun. Oh, I'm a ghost. What else is going on? You're guarding. That must be the Formosan quarters, I guess. You're shocked by it. Oh no! It all fell. Crushed by cargo. So I'm guessing this is the loose cargo chapter. Others were present. An unidentified stowaway expecting free passage and eventual freedom was instead crushed inside a falling barrel. Okay. So I can't identify you then. But there's something else. Where are you going? Oh, the stowaway was crushed inside the barrel and the barrel fell on someone else, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Wait! No!
Yeah. So unidentified stowaways in one of these barrels. And then this guy was further also crushed. Okay. I guess they just never opened that barrel and never knew the guy was in there. Interesting. You were crushed by cargo. You're only in one memory. I should know who you are, according to the game. Is it? Whoops. Wait, no, down below. It's the voice, it's the accent that he says it in. It's possibly what gives away who he is. So let's have another watch of that if we can. Nope. Alright, we'll have to go out and come back. Exactly. 2 people die in loose cargo.
Wait! No!
I want to say it sounded a bit like it could be him. Although we might have that wrong, so it could be him. Right, where have I been? Can't go in there. There's the man's leg. There's the rest of the man's leg. How did it get there? It's Formation's cargo. Say we just sit in here and get drunk. That's... sounds like a plan. Hello. Oh, have we already seen you? Yes. You're not new. Good evening, Lamode. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday and it's not Mondaying at you too hard. Let's have a look at some of the things that I got wrong, that I know are definitely wrong. Which are towards the end. Right, well maybe this is, rather than foreign enemy, these are beasts, rather than foreign enemy. They are. They are not foreign enemies, they're beasts. There we go. Nicholas Boswell was speared by a terrible beast. Clawed by a terrible beast. Burned to death. Well, there's some more correct. Thank you for the GGs. Right, is there anything else? So, right, we know these are wrong one way or another. It's your last ever Monday, Lamode. Good, good, good. Good. I assume you've told them to shove it, or are you waiting a bit longer in terms of the the offer of continued employment? Right, so this means that nothing else is correct, because if changing that one gave me a correct, it means nothing else is correct one way or another. So let's, in terms of, I mean, there could be individual points correct, but the whole thing is not. So he's not Christian Wolf. Thursday's Lemo's last day. And you're just going to have a nice break for yourself. Maybe it's Lars. So we know that absolutely nothing else here so far is fully correct. The game doesn't expect me to know who he is, or him. It does expect me to know who he is. Which I do think is... Was he killed by Dinn? Beng, sorry. Kind of want to watch this again. Accessible only through another corpse. Looks like he might have been... Maybe he was strangled by... Beng. So they're correct. Didn't shoot after us, right? And is he... I should know who he is. I don't know who shot him. I know it's one of the Formosans. He could be Nichols, because Nichols is Sir and he's got the fancy hat on. I don't know who shot him. All of his memories, those ones, the calling, yeah. I don't know if they are alive, because both boats did come back and they just weren't on it. Drowned? I've got to choose who drowned them. I have to re-watch those memories. I should know who he is. According to the game. He's in that one, and he's in the loose cargo ones. Okay, so we got that correct. Don't know who he is. Let's find John being in worse spots. Who's he talking to? John, isn't that the captain? Do we know who John is? He's not John, surely. John Davies. Let's find John being in worse spots. Where's the rest of his leg? He was electrocuted. We've got that correct. It's finalised. We should know who you are. A demon out of the way, boots quarters. What's going on? Come on, hey catch. The X means that it's him talking, right? Nick. Is he Nick? Nicholas? Do we have Nicholas? Uh-oh, maybe not. Nick or Nicholas? Okay, the Nick's already been confirmed. There's someone else. Demon. The X next to it means that that's the person who's talking, right? This unknown soul, who we should know the name of. And we should know who he is. Oh, so he wasn't speared by a foreign enemy, he was speared by a beast. And I should know who he is. You bloody Dane. Right, he's the Danish one. Can't believe I didn't see that before. Denmark.
Hubert is love, Hubert is life.
We've got a request for a Hubert. We're gonna bring him in. Bum 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 bum. There we go. One Hubert Shark Attack for Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. I did see it before, and I put a name. Yeah, I know I put a name on another guy because I was thinking about his accent, and the Austrian didn't count. But yes, Lars was clubbed by I need to go and watch that memory. Let's try and work out who was clubbed by. That's upstairs. On the main deck. I might be able to get him correct. Is it him? That's Lars, right? Yeah.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't!
Who are you? I should know who you are. God, look how much that's spinning his head around. That was an accident, the rope, so he killed the brother. So you're someone whose brother was also aboard. I remember going over this last week. Looking for Pratt, Davis, Cleston, Minor, Evans, Wallace, Smith, Gibbs, Farrell. Someone down the bottom here. Peters. He's either Nathan Peters or Samuel Peters. This is part 7. It wasn't his fault, the ropes. So where else was he present? Something happened with ropes. Unholy captives. Loose cargo. So the person who died here in loose cargo is also either Nathan Peters or Samuel Peters. We're going to do a big stretch. Thank you for that. Inside this, right, put your hands together. Push them forward. Slowly bring your arms above your head. Push up a little bit with that. Bring your arms down to the small of your back. Push down with your shoulders, forward with your chest. And then one arm across the front like this. And then the other arm across like this. And shake it out. There we go. Good when I went last stream. I meant last stream. Same thing. Should add a section for notes or something. I mean, I could be doing that on pen and paper. Or on a notes app. But that would be sensible. What are you doing over there? Right, so you are one of the Peters, and the guy who died in the cargo hold is the other of the Peters. But there should be like a instead of just being able to add one, like if I went here, instead of just being able to go, okay, one name, I should be able to do maybe this or this, you know, put possible names in. It's definitely Samuel or Nathan. Mike's having dinner, and after that he's got to prepare for a race, but he was down like, thank you for lurking, Mike. What's for dinner? Dinner is meatball, mashed potato, and spinach. That actually sounds really nice. Enjoy. Thank you for the lurk. What's the goat's name? Why can we not identify the goat? Okay. Let's come out of here. Now, if I have two other things correct, which I don't, I could just go and go, well, it's one of the Peters brothers who killed him, and do this or this, but we can't do that. So what do we know about you? Let's go back into the memory then. It's not going to do it that quickly, and we can get you like this. Oh, he disappeared, did he? Okay. Because they all get on that boat. Okay, so whoever made it to here. So that's correct. So unknown soul was crushed by loose cannon. Game doesn't expect me to know. So that's fine. Does expect me to know who you are. Because he's just had a dinner, steak bolognese, and is now on their way to the venue for the concert, the Rosalia concert. I hope you enjoy. It's going alright. I've got a few. I've correctly linked up 6 more so far. This unknown soul was crushed by a loose cannon. So that's his own death. No, come on. Right, I want to leave this memory.
There's no cause for trouble, boys.
So this one. That's where he died. And then that's much before. And then where's this other memory that he's in? He's in 3. 1, 2. Why is it only showing me 2? Because I haven't found the third one. Clear deck. Hey there, what's this given to me? Yeah, we know that's the cut cuts. So that's correct, yeah. Not sure. Why I should know who he is. Unless he's... He looks quite young. Is he the person that this guy here is talking about? Pete. Tell Pete's mother. Maybe he's Pete. Right, and I should know who he is. Blasted by an explosion. Dinn Part 5. Dinn Part 6. Just working out why it thinks I should know their name. It might be to do with needing to know some nautical stuff, perhaps. But he was there. His tattoo's an indicator. So I can't look at bargain. I've got his name wrong. But can't have it, no. I must have his death wrong. Where's this one? At the back of the gun deck.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. We're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The cat. The beast is dead.
Say verdammpt. See, that just makes sense that that's correct. So he wasn't crushed by a beast.
How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up with the hole. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
So let me go back up to see how the memory is in. Where he's here. The escape. He's got crushed up here. getting his arm crushed. I think the guy with the tattoos must then be the French guy. Closest mate. So how did he die then? His arm's been ripped off. So is that going to count as torn apart? His arm's been ripped off. Because then the bargain happens, so it's 7. It's when that happens. He's the only man that was torn apart there. So that must be correct. I'm pretty sure it's how... He's definitely the bosun, it's just how he died. He's lost his arm, so maybe it's calling it torn apart. That's old age, so it's not that. He's not alive. And that's correct. Maybe he's not Paul. Well, no, it's. I need to know who attacked him. Who says, "Oh, you will not take the last boat"? Can I get out of here, please? Thank you. Oh no, and so there's found a fantastic hotel with a lovely view, but it's fully booked. Is that for your Switzerland trip? I'm looking for the man being hoisted in the air and torn apart. No, I'm not. I'm looking for... these guys. Right, I think that is Paul. They say Paul, look out.
That's one. Move quick.
You won't take the last boat. Paul, look out. She's calling out to him. He's definitely Paul. Who is this cunt? Who's this person? This lovely shipman, sailor? We don't know. He's not expecting us to know yet. So we can't solve him. Who else got away? Who's this? We don't know. I'm still certain that I've got these correct in terms of that's Emily and that's Jane. But we don't know where they've gone. Where's Cape Verde? Where's Cape Verde? Where is Cape Verde? Because that might... They could just be on Atlantic Island, like the name is Atlantic Island. Cape Verde is on the edge of Africa. But where in Africa? Maps. Because that could be an indicator of where they've gone. The ship at this point. Can I go back to just the book? Yeah. Is between Madeira and the Azores, and they're not on the Azores. Cape Verde is... Oh, it's all the way down there. Oh, it's on the map. It's down there. I doubt she's at Cape Verde then. Okay. Madeira's not on the list. Where could they be? Alive in Africa? Is she just alive in Africa? Yes! They just went to Africa. They bypassed the islands and went to Africa. There we go. So he's correct. That means the Frenchman, no. She's correct. And Lars is correct. Ah, so that is Nathan Peters. Okay, I picked the right Peters. I picked the correct Peters. There's me looking at that going, oh, they must have gone to one of the sets of islands because they're nearer. No, they just fucked off all the way to Africa. Which means you're also alive and in Africa. And you're probably also alive and in Africa. I mean, I had already thought Africa, but I just was discounting it because I was like, but why? Why would you go all the way when you got Madeira here, you got the Azores there? It just doesn't make sense that they would bypass all of this and go straight to Africa. I also didn't want to just put in all the... Did they go here? Did they go here? Did they go here? Did they go here? Right, I should know who you are. How did I figure it out? I just went, well, if they didn't go to the islands that are nearby, they must have gone to Africa. That's, like, if it wasn't here and it wasn't here, it must have been there. But I didn't go for there first, because, like, well, this isn't where the ship is at the time. The ship's up here, nearer to the Azores. In fact, it's nearer Spain than Africa. I literally just went, well, if they didn't go where it looks like, you know, to the nearest places, then they've gone to the next nearest place. Right, he's on the ship. And alive in Africa. My brain's not geared for easy solutions. Thank you for the congratulations and things. If you head east, you will eventually hit Africa, says Andy. If you head west and miss, then you're in the middle of an ocean. That's true. I suppose if they couldn't navigate, they would have just gone east from here. From about here. Yeah. What's the way that you worked out that they went to Africa, Mike? Now that I know they went to Africa. I should know who you are. Apparently. The intro text. Oh, the intro text. Reading. Now, you see, it mentions Morocco, but that's just where I've got to send the book back to. That doesn't... Like, Morocco being mentioned there. Like, so they've gone to Africa, they haven't gone to Morocco. You expect me to work things out by reading. Reading? What am I? Some kind of streamer who reads on stream most of the time. Reading. Right. So they're sorted. That means that changing her caused something to be correct, which means that other thing. Right, so fuck, it was Nathaniel Peters that I said killed the dude, right? I mean, that in the intro text, though, it doesn't suggest that anyone on the ship went to Morocco. So that's just where I've got to return the books to, for Henry. Unless, is Henry one of the... No. No, Henry's not one of the people on the ship, is he? Just double check the list of names. Oh, he is. He's the ship's surgeon. Or are you, Henry? Right. Sorry, because if they did go to Morocco, that means one of these could be Henry Evans. Oh, it's him. Oh, it's him. He looked too young to be a ship surgeon. Where's Henry Evans gone? He's crossed off. Right. So no, he's not. Well, that means nothing else is correct. So where are the other things that I've... And also the cargo. The guy in the cargo is one of the Peterses. Where have I... And so that is... Oh, which Peters did I say? I think I said Nathan Peters, didn't I? Find out, where is he? Nathan Peters, yeah. So that's Nathan Peters. And where did they go? 7. Did they go to the Canary Islands or the Azores? Because they were abandoning, getting in a boat. Just assuming I got other things correct. I should know who all of them are. I mean, is this profiling a bit? But almost feels a little bit racist. Well, what I can do is, I'm sure of his name. If I find someone else whose name I'm sure of, and I just put them all having gone to different places and wait for the one to say it's correct. That means the other Peters, the person who died over here in the falling cargo, is the other Peters. There we go. So many Peters were crushed by falling cargo. Jane Bird is alive in Africa. Henry Evans is alive in Africa. I think this thing with this game that, and I think it's what Ash Millman, who played when she played this on. I didn't watch it, but I know that people said she got frustrated by it, and I can imagine it's because you've got to get loads of information and then spread that out to be able to, and then once you get there, it starts cascading, and everything is correct. But I can see how that's frustrating at the beginning for some people, just to like. Whereas I'm just like, wee, running around a ship looking at dead bodies, yay! It'll all make sense eventually. Whereas other people might be just wanting the correct answers and things now. I think I've got like 9 in the last hour or hour and a half, right? It like kind of just falls into place. Right, I should know who you are, but we'll work that out. Okay. So loose cargo is done. Thank you for the alert, Commode. What's for dinner? So if you already said. Sol doesn't think he'd want to do it with the stressful one it's been engaging, even if this is engaging. Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of people say that about these kind of things, because it is definitely that sort of thing that you'd be doing it and working out quicker if you weren't streaming it. Also the fact that I did 3 hours and then 2 weeks later I'm doing another 3 hours. And then having to think about the stream and everything. I don't know how engaging I'm being, but I find some people think that just watching stuff and talking through things like is engaging. Like seeing someone read through it and talk through it is the trick is that while I'm thinking not to like talk to myself like this so you can barely hear it, is to actually be louder when I'm talking to myself than I would be if I was talking to myself and not streaming. Right, so you're wrong. You were crushed by a loose cannon, but you're not Peter Milroy. Thank you very much, Sol. It's very kind. But yeah, it's talking, it's getting used to thinking aloud and things. And the funny thing about streaming is it's bringing me back into things that I kind of got trained out of. I used to talk a lot when I was younger. I used to say almost every thought, like half the thoughts that came into my head came out of my mouth, and it annoyed people, which is a shame, because now I'm streaming, it's like I should be doing that more. Right, let me have a look at everyone who I've got all the information for, and it's wrong. Thankfully, the couple of bits of things that I would consider backseating that happened last stream, you typed as I said, but because of the stream delay, like, so I said it, and then what you had typed, I think each of you, my console, did it once, but it was like I said it, and then I looked over the stream and the chat, and it came up. So it's like I worked it out as you kind of said it. The language, or did I find it? Oh, I tried to look up the language thing, and sorry, let me remember which one it was. I tried to look up the language thing, and the top result was talking about this game, so I immediately closed it and looked away, because I was like, that's just going to give me the answer, isn't it? And I don't want that. It's the language when the guy's having his leg cut off, isn't it? Hold on. Because I don't feel like that's cheating or using a guide, right? Checking things like languages, and like I've looked up a couple of things on maps. You know, I feel like obtaining that additional knowledge that the game doesn't give you necessarily, such as a language or a location. I think that's okay. Is it this one? Yeah, Eredara. Yeah, if you can tell me what language that is, I do not consider that, because that's like a thing that, like, if I was playing this game and I just knew that language, then I'll just know it, right? Good evening, Piggy. Welcome in. You can figure it out without knowing it, so I can figure out who he is without knowing it. It is Swedish. Is there a Swede? I know it's not this person, I'm just... There is a Swede. I thought it might be with that circle above the A, because... but I didn't... I thought I'd looked through and not found a Swedish person. But the thing is, I also don't necessarily know who's saying that. Unless it's the person being tied up. But I don't think we have his death anywhere.
Keep pressure here.
So it must be him then. Who's the Swede? Oh, that's his unknown steward. Oh, right, that's right. Yeah. So it is the captain's steward. That's what I thought. So I had figured it out. Because I figured out that the captain was talking to his steward. But I did the wrong one. I did the ship steward instead. Yeah, as I said, I had already figured it out with the dialogue. I just picked the wrong steward, and I even said it. I said, "Does that mean he's the captain's steward?" And then I picked the wrong, and then I worked out it wasn't him. And so I, for some reason, did unknown steward. So yeah, I had already worked it out and talked myself out of it. Piggy's going to lurk because he's planning to play this at some point himself. Thank you for coming in and lurking then, Piggy. Thank you very much. Hope you haven't seen much in the way of spoilers. Yeah, I get it right and then talk myself out of it. I do it in Phasmo as well. Second guessing yourself can be the biggest enemy. I think for these guys, the crab walkers are the biggest enemy. Right, so we don't know how he died though, do we? Or do we? No. So we've not got his death yet. Right, let's come out of here. Where's the door? So we'll get in there once we've done everything else, right? That's the last bit, I believe. Right, we need to go through. I need to go through everyone that I've got that I thought I had all the correct information on. That is not correct. So we don't know his name. Doesn't expect us to. He's not Patrick. Or he wasn't strangled. I might need to watch that again to get what's going on there. And that's, we don't know who shot him. We know it was one of the Formosans. So if we know that the rest is correct, and we've got two others, we could brute force it, but I don't really want to do that. Where are the Formosans? There. But we know those two are correct, so the guy who shot him is one of these two. It's one of them. Not sure what happened to those two. I'm supposed to know who you are. You're also one of these two. You're whichever one. His name and the name there of who shot him has to match. So at the moment we'll just do that. Doesn't expect me to know who that is. Killed by a sword by an unknown attacker. Right, yeah. He had his leg cut off. But so the thing shows their death, right? So he wasn't like then taken away somewhere and eaten. He died there. So you were killed by. Where's he gone? Sweden. It might not be John. That John might be talking to someone else. All's fine, John. Oh, he died. You know. Killed with a sword. I mean, that's because he had his leg chopped off. It's not torn apart. I might go back and have a look and see. Thankfully, we're already down here. What weapon's lying nearby? I think it must be a sword, surely, to chop his leg off.
Keep pressure here.
Yeah.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse.
Okay. He's getting thrown in the hold. Maybe he ends up getting eaten by them. Okay, so I think that's correct. It's not another John. Oh, there's another John. There's another John. Mike's going AFK. We'll still give audio, but the race starts in 25 minutes. No worries. Get your final prep in. Hope you have a good race. Could be John Naples. He's here. Yeah, she's definitely not the fourth mate. Because he's being a... He's a gun and... He's doing the gun salute there. Yeah. So he is John Naples, I think. Okay. I should be able to know who he is. It's already done for Nick. Where's this? 6 Soldiers of the Sea on the gun deck.
Would have been the lazarette with those things. Neither yet find his senses.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think.
The X in the dialogue means it's that's the person who's speaking. So you've made it to the concert. Enjoy, Kizzy. Hope you have a wonderful time. What's going on? Come on, boss. Hey, catch. Right, where are you? Behind me.
What's going on? Back! It's already done for Nick. Hey! Come on, boss! No! Get!
Yeah. He is the carpenter's mate because he's got an American accent. He's calling someone else boss.
Hey! Cat! Ah!
Did that hit him? Yeah. I don't think that's him. Can I replay the audio? Do I have to go out and back? Let's go back out and back in to replay the audio. Guess so. Where's the door? Up there. Hi.
What's going on?
Terrifying. I don't know. They look tasty to me. A demon. It's already done for Nick.
Back! It's already done for Nick. Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat! Ah!
It's already done for Nick, so that's come down here and killed Nick. That's Nathan. So he was up here. Soldier for C Part 2, Soldier for C Part 3, Soldier for C Part 1. Let's go up and have a look at those. Am I winning? Have I got my Obra Dinn done? I've been making progress. Definitely been making progress. I tell you, I'm doing a lot better than he is. Right. Oh, right, Nick. Yeah, we got that. We've used that information. I don't know who you are. This unknown soul burned to death. Right, does that mean we've got that wrong? Your dinner was very unsatisfying, didn't taste nice, so it's going in the bin. Oh no! Did you eat enough that you're not hungry anymore, or are you going to grab something else? There. I think you're must be someone's mate. Why would you be leaving with them? Is it because you're the surgeon's mate? Possibly. Don't know who you are. I know Robert shot himself. Right, let's go back and have a look at everyone that we've given our final information on. So I do still need to find the bodies from this chapter and this chapter outside the first mate's window. No. I think that won't open because the captain's dead in his chair, pushed up against it, right? Yeah. Outside the first mate's window. Okay. Nothing. There's nothing outside the first mate's window. To be fair, the mate had McDonald's for lunch today, so not feeling that hungry anyway. If you get peckish, you can always have the sandwich you originally made for lunch and forgot to pick up this morning. Fair. I feel like there's some bodies that I should have found and haven't for chapters 2 and 3. Especially with this being circled, it's like... There you go, on the orlop deck, for example. And outside the first mate's window. On the orlop deck, which is the next one down from where I am. I've already looked at you. Nothing in here. What time are we on? Should be wrapping up the stream shortly anyway. It's carpenters. A bit. I think I've been down here already. Yeah, it just comes back round. door on me just as I'm about to come out. James really fancies McDonald's now. I find lately with fast food, it's very hit or miss in terms of, like with Greg's and with McDonald's and with all that. If you get there at the right time and things are freshly cooked, it's delicious. Any other time, there's like an hour window, if that, and the rest of the time it's just shit. Especially for how much McDonald's is now. Right, I think we've made some decent progress. So I think that's a good spot to wrap up. I assume it's also saved recently. Let's quit the title just to make sure. I'm assuming that's going to give me a save. Definitely have to time your visit carefully, yeah. Yeah. No worries. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming in and hanging out while I looked at dead bodies and crab monsters and mer monsters with 6 boobies. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Solifis and Mr. James Ether, Bovinoid and Celis for being fantastic moderators, and Kisala, of course, although she's been lurking because she's away at a concert today. Thank you for using your channel points, and Celis, Mike, Kizzy and Bovinoid. Thank you very much for being here. As you can see down here on Wednesday at 5 PM BST, I will be playing Octopath Traveler. No, you can't see it down there anymore because it's not. As you can see down there, I will be playing Octopath Traveler at 5 PM BST on Wednesday, Sekiro at 5 PM BST on Friday, UFO Enemy Unknown, the original XCOM, at 11 AM BST on Saturday, and Phasmophobia again at 11 AM BST on Sunday. All of those streams I will be streaming from Belgium, because I'm off to Belgium tomorrow, leaving tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, so you might get some Tifa in the stream while I'm away in Belgium. We'll see how that goes, see if she's calm enough to not need to be taken away on a Snafari while I'm streaming. Of course, Hubert and Creeps will be coming to Belgium with me. They'll be coming to Belgium, absolutely 100%. Right, so again, thank you for coming in. Let's go and see who we can raid. Raiding. What's that? That is some Zelda. Let's go and raid someone who followed me here recently and I followed back. So we'll give them a raid. It's Moop on a Stick. They're doing some Legend of Zelda. I think they're doing speed runs. Legend of Zelda Links to the Past. Let's go and jump in and say hi over there. And other than that, there is nothing else to say, but thank you all very much again. You can use the first raid message with me as a police officer if you're subscribed. If not, you can use the one with the police emojis. And yeah, thank you all for coming, and see you next time. Bye.